Control schedule. The schedule needs to be controlled to ensure that people get done with their work assignments at the right time, as promised. It's a big job for the project manager. The mission is to streamline any schedule changes through the right process and preventing unauthorized additions to the project schedule, unauthorized extensions to the project schedule. Let's take a look at these inputs here, which you already know. The project management plan, the project schedule itself. You need a schedule to be able to control a schedule. Work performance data. Let's take a look. When you get work performance data going in, what do you expect to get on the out end? What do you expect to get out? Do you remember? It starts with W. It is work performance information. Now let's zoom in at the screen here and take a closer look at what is happening next. Project calendars. We know that project calendars are synonymous with the project. They're calendars that show us the work periods that work is occurring in. We've seen scheduled data previously and OPAs. Now you can see that EEFs are missing, but don't worry, they'll be back in another process. Okay, so we know all of these. Project calendars are calendars that show you when there is work going on the project. And these calendars enable us to control the schedule. Let's take a look at our tools and techniques, performance reviews, reviewing project performance schedule-wise, project management software used to control the schedule, resource optimization techniques, we've talked about those, resource smoothing, resource leveling, modeling techniques, we've talked about those, what-if scenario analysis and simulations. Leads and lags, talked about that, schedule compression, crashing and fast tracking, scheduling tools such as the Primaveras of this world, we know those, but I asked you, you got WPD going in, there's your WPI coming out. One further question, do you know where WPI goes? Have you ever checked what happens to WPI when it comes out? Well, that becomes an input to the monitor and control project work process. And guess what you get out of that process? Uh-oh, that's a secret. I won't tell you yet, but you've got WPI coming out. We've got schedule forecasts and output. Remember, your forecast is really you predicting what is the future going to look like schedule-wise based on what we can see, based on the work performance data and the work performance information you've got. What do you think the future holds as far as the schedule? Will you be off track? Will you be on track? Those kind of questions. Change requests, if there are any changes that need to occur schedule-wise, you get those change requests, and these go to the change control board. So I hope you've seen the dynamic here. This goes to monitor and control project work, and that goes to perform integrated change control. All right, I'll give you the answer. That goes to monitor and control project work, and it becomes work performance reports, okay? So we need to tie in WPD, WPI, and WPR. I couldn't resist telling you the answer to that one. All right, project management plan updates and project documents updates. We have got quite a lot of stuff in this process, but we have one more thing. Can you guess what we have? Ta-da! Organizational process assets updates. This will encapsulate all your lessons learned across time management because you want to store those lessons learned in your organizational repository. And remember, if you see the word updates, don't mix it up with the actual items. This means these are outputs when you see the word updates. Let's jump into it and talk about this in more detail.